the big friggin' gun. Friggin'. Comes with a giant friggin' gun. I don't even care it has a Zaku. It has a huge friggin' gun. Giant friggin' gun. With a small Zaku attached. A giant friggin' gun. But unfortunately, it's upside down. It's the big gun. It's freaking huge. Stickers. Warning. Stickers. 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 Lots of stickers. It's just a crazy-ass big weapon. It has feet, sort of, to sit on. Stickers. Here. Here. I think it just looks cool. Color separation. This giant, like, warning stickers. Like, this is a big hunk of machinery. Just to break that gray up. Just to break up the gray. That's a neat look. It's like the front of a badass spaceship coming at you. It can spread out really wide. This thing is ridiculous. Keep on building. Alright guys, today we have the ZAKU II that comes with the Thunderbolt ZAKU II and Big Gun set. And this being the first real HG Zaku that I built, I really liked it. I mean, I've built several of the master grades, the Char Zaku, the Johnny Ridden version, and totally different kind of build because just the skill level. And being that this is kind of an older kit, you know, being a few years old and just being re-released for Thunderbolt, it was kind of, you know, it changed my mind a little bit on some of these HG kits. And as you can tell, you know, this is definitely a Thunderbolt because stickers. As usual, we have stickers everywhere. All the sticker detail here on the skirts. You got the warning stickers here. Up here, you got the Xeon insignia right there. Nice little warning sticker right here across the center on there. all over here, all up here on these arms. It's just, it is covered in detail, guys. And I really didn't expect it. I mean, you got a warning sticker right here on the black kneecap. You got it over here, all over the backpack. And of course, as you guys know, being a Thunderbolt, the party piece is going to be the sheer amount of weapons and gadgets that it has. Of course, you get the giant, you know, Xeon sticker there on the side. I almost didn't put that on there, and I got it a little bit off, but you know what? I figured I'd go ahead and go all out on it. And as you can tell, I've painted on more details because, for the most part, as I said with the actual big gun review, it would just be a big blob of gray and green for the most part if I didn't. So we'll cover that more here in a little bit. But, you know, like with all the other Thunderbolt kits, these are space mobile suits, and they have tons of thrusters. Here, all over the friggin' legs. Both sides. 5 thrusters per leg. That is ridiculous. Then you come up here onto the backpack, of course, and you get all of these thrusters all over here. And the big boosters here on the back. And then, of course, the actual fuel tank back there. This thing is ridiculous, and it is made for space use. It is just crazy. And, of course, you know, had to paint those all gold because the images all show that it's kind of a goldish bronze color. It's about as close as I could get, and I'm happy with it, actually. This gold paint, just with a straight-up Gundam marker, has a great finish to it. I mean, look at that. That almost looks like it's actually like a gold medal. So, yeah, and it's a cool Zaku, and it's my first green Zaku, not gonna lie. And the Xeon marker kit really comes in handy. Oh, and there we'll already sort of get into some of the problems with this guy. The gun and the axe don't peg in too well on the little backpack extension here. We'll talk about that in here in a little bit. But let's go into smaller details. Of course, you go right in here. Sort of, there you go. There's the, of course, the obligatory mono eye for the Zaku. And on this particular model, it doesn't move. I mean, you can turn it, but you've got to turn the whole mechanism inside. The newer Origin kits that have been redone, they actually have cool mechanical parts, so you turn the head and the eye turns with it. And that's just awesome. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Thunderbolt kit if it didn't have the cool vinyl wrapping over every single thing. Of course, being a Zaku, you got all the pipes. And honestly, this is so much better than the standard segmented pipe covers of a normal Zaku. Of course, on these, the segments are already made. You don't have to worry about, you know, covering them or sliding them on individually like with the master grades when you're sliding them on a piece of plastic or over a spring or something like that. But I went ahead, I added a tiny bit of detail, you know, a little bit of black and brown to it just to get some dirt look effect to it. And of course, you get all the joints covered by the same vinyl wrapping. Did the same detail here. And I'm really digging these Thunderbolt kits. I mean, gotta love all of these Thunderbolt kits, you know, just the detail in there inside that knee. That is ridiculous. But since we're here, let's talk about the articulation. We're already on the leg. You get almost 90 degrees of bend. I mean, it's not great. It's slightly double jointed. You got a little bit of a joint down here. You got the main joint right in there. It moves pretty good. And I like how they do the hoses here. It's very different than a master grade. It's just sort of tucked in here, and just will rotate and slide out of the way there. You got basic double ball joint sort of ankle tilt, you know, nothing major there. You got the little bit of swivel in the hips and the torso. Got a little bit of crunch there. Though the backpack, of course, pulls it back all the time. Doesn't really want to lean forward that much. Head, you get the standard double ball joint rotation. So it goes this way. It can look up about that much. It can look down about that much. The shoulders and pipes sort of limit how much it can turn its head, but so you got hung up there. Then actually the shoulder articulation is pretty nice. It's got this, you know, forward rotating joint like the old school kits have. We talked about that on the Gundam local type. It has the newer joints where they come up instead of forward. But I dig that. And then you got standard ball joint here for the shoulders. So it's a ball joint here, so you can pivot here, and then it's got a pivot joint there. And then for the shield, and the same thing on this shoulder joint, it's basically just a little peg. Just rotates a little bit. Doesn't have the cool joints that the master grades have. Elbow, sadly, is only a single joint. No double jointed elbows on this poor guy. But I guess it's okay. You get a little bit more than a 90-degree pivot. Same standard HG wrist ball joint. No big deal there. So, and then of course the leg can come forward about that much, go back about that much. Pretty much that solid back skirt hinders it. You do get a skirt movement, a little bit right there, a little bit of flap. Now this is the first one I've seen where it actually kind of suggests that you cut it in half. Like actually in the instructions, it suggested cutting the skirt in half. You could have left it, but I guess it's just like, it'll work better this way. Otherwise, when you move the legs forward, it would look like this. You put one leg forward and it would look like this. And sorry, that's just dumb. But actually, that view allows you to just see the top of the hip joints there. Also have that cool vinyl effect going for them. And that's just cool. Now, as you know, this thing comes with tons of stickers. However, this go around, I did not feel like using all of them. So, in fact, I painted this. This was basically just a black foil sticker with some silver right through it. So, both sides of the elbow joint got that cover. I think that's a neat detail. Same thing with all of these leg thrusters. Unlike when I built the gym, I went ahead and painted these because I don't have a bright yellow for what the gym needed, but these are basically gold. Went with that. Same thing all back here. These are all supposed to be stickers right here. Of course, there's no real color for that, so you just kind of left doing whatever you want to do with that. And then right here, this is actually supposed to be a gray sticker, so why not go ahead and paint it. Then I added silver details here and there. So here on the bazooka, let's go ahead and pull the weapons off. Let's look at this. So on the bazooka, just added some nice dark gray details to it just to break it all up. Added some silver detail here on the end, on the little little stand / clippy. There, painted it silver. Can't really focus. There it goes. Focus. There we go. And then over here on the actual ammo clip, painted that dark gray. Painted the exhaust dark gray. Painted the handle dark gray. We'll set that aside for a second. You do get your standard Zaku rifle. And because there's purple on the big gun, I went ahead and just added some purple details on there. I do maintain that actually has some old school Decepticon kind of look to it. Like, Skywarp, I believe it is. Or Thundercracker. But yeah, just some, darker details here on the thing. A little bit of silver just to make it pop. And of course, this is standard. You get this with every friggin' Zaku kit ever. Yep, losing focus again. There it goes. Alright. And then this is not a weapon, of course. This is just a fuel tank on the back, which I did add some, gold and silver detail there right at the top. It is just pegged in there with a really big ball joint, but it just gives it a tiny bit of maneuverability. And then we'll go ahead and pop off the heat hawk because, like I said, they just like to fall off. Just gave it a couple little details, no big deal. A little bit of purple, a little bit of silver. I don't even think I had any gray to this guy just because. But, if you've seen the Zaku weaponry, you've seen all Zaku weaponry. But that lets me get back here. As you can see, this great rear skirt detail. Of course, you can tell these stickers really kind of stand out because I don't have any top coat on there. Come back in here. Added the silver detail around here, and just like on the big gun, painted this a dark gray with a silver band just to make it pop. And the same thing right in here. Just, otherwise it would just all be the same color gray. And that would be incredibly boring. Who wants that? Oh, and then of course, thanks to my buddy Nick Willie, I found out what these things are. Like, if you saw the annotation in the gym video, I didn't realize these are the arms. Like, these are the arms of the thing folded up. So, why is there not a version of this kit with these unfolded so that they can pick up extra things? That would just be sweet, Oh, and then this is actually supposed to be a dark gray sticker right there. So all this part underneath where the folded arms are, that's all supposed to be a sticker. In fact, I still have the sticker sheet. So you can see, this is what I was supposed to use. I didn't use a single one of these stickers. I painted all of that detail on. I mean, you can look around here. You can see, you can see right there on the knee joint. You can barely get in there. It was supposed to be this same kind of black and silver right here with the elbow joint. Supposed to look like that, painted that in there. All of those little details, all were supposed to be like that. Gray details back here. All of these dots right here were supposed to be those dots right there on the sticker sheet. So you just see, while you can totally use these, and people who are afraid to paint or are not up to that level just yet, it's perfectly fine to use those stickers. I mean, I did it on the gym. So, I just really wanted this guy because I painted so much on the big gun. I just wanted this guy to sort of match. Go ahead and put him back on the stand. It has the standard peg stand. And it just, I like this guy, and he's just really, he's got some cool details for like just kind of a space mobility Zaku, not a high mobility Zaku, because I do have one of those here for comparison, so we can actually look and see the difference between a normal-ish Zaku and one of these. So this is obviously one of the black tri-stars. This is actually my girlfriend's. She built this last year at some point. And, well, honestly, she doesn't really dig doing a lot of sticker detail and work like that. She did a few. Like all of these bands right here around these backpack thrusters. This is all very different. And, you know, this is the high mobility Zaku. So it's got all of these ridiculous leg thrusters. These big leg thrusters. And, you know, of course, here you got the standard piping going around everything, just like this. It's very similar how it goes into the legs. You know, it's got the big hole here in the thigh. That's exactly the same mold. Obviously, the skirts are very different there. The chest, of course, is pretty much exactly the same. Oh, actually, you know what? It's very not. I didn't even realize this. This is very different. Maybe this is just because this is a black tri-star. It's just that much different. There's a whole lot of different details. The shoulders, I could be wrong, look a little spikier here. The arm shield is significantly thicker. Wow. Okay. I don't know. And this is not an origin kit. This is still one of the older style ones. So a lot of the same detail goes into this one. A lot of the same parts. The arms, other than this part, are pretty much identical. This one, of course, just comes with a few limited things. We never put all of the weaponry together and that kind of stuff for this guy. While I do like this kit to a degree, it is an older kit. Like I said, it's not the origin kit where way more details, way more maneuverable. This one, I like better. There's something about it. I don't know if it's just the remold and new parts they made, but this one is just a better Zaku, like, than this. I mean, so much of it is exactly the same. I mean, the shoulder joints is a little bit different because it doesn't have the cutout there, but it operates the same. The actual shoulder part is exactly the same there. Hell, I think even, no, this is a slightly different part because there's no indentations right there. And of course, without the vinyl, you don't have that. So, I mean, this is a cool kit, but compared to this, it's not as cool. So we're going to go ahead and set that one aside. I just really wanted to show a comparison between the two Zakus since I had it. Now, this guy does come with a couple extra accessories, not just the guns. It does come with more hands, because we always got to have more hands. This is, in fact, the hand to operate the big gun, if I'm totally honest. So you got the trigger finger, and of course I painted it because that would just, it comes all molded in solid green in 3 pieces. So I painted it up. You know, obviously I didn't do a perfect job, but I did what I could. Focus on the fist. There it goes. Okay. So there's that fist, and we will be showing that off here in a little bit. But then here's the standard green fist for the regular weaponry. You can hold that. You get the left fist, because you got to have that bro fist. The bro fist of Zaku. Yeah. And then, of course, a right hand, because this guy can wield weapons in both hands. Because that's what you do. So, without much more ado, let's go ahead. We'll put all these extra weapons and accessories off to the side here, because these guns are not quite big enough, are they? So, let's scooch this guy out of the way, and we will bring in the thing we are all here to see, the big friggin' gun. So now we've got the Zaku with the big friggin' gun. Now, of course, we do have a problem with this stand being entirely too big. So let's see what happens just when I stand the guy up. Just let him stand on the ground. I have not really ever played with this yet together to see how this works. So let's go ahead. Pull off that hand, and we'll bring in the proper trigger hand, and these are just the standard types where the hand splits in half somehow. Hold on, guys. Okay, Zaku, you stand there like a good boy. Don't fall over. I have not, like I said, I have not played with this yet. I just wanted to. There it goes. Okay, so you get the standard. This part of the hand comes off, and this part of the hand is over here. So let's see if we can get this guy to play with his big gun. You heard me. Okay, so, I mean, in a lot of the promo images, it shows it on a stand. But since the gun can maneuver just a little bit, we will play with it as it is. That is really hard to get in there. I think I got it. Of course I say that, and then the hand itself pops off. So we'll plug that in and come over here. And it's supposed to kind of tuck in here. Where did the other handle go? There it is. A nice maneuverable handle that can come out here. Shoulder can go up this way. No, I'm not gonna lie, it might not reach. it's a little tight fit. Okay. Ooh, almost got it. Almost got it. Let's get her in there. Come on, get in your own hand, Zaku. Come on. Okay, get a little bit of bend on that arm. That is good enough. I guess I can lower the gun down, probably make it a little bit easier for him. There we go. Is that better, Zaku? You got a nice little gun to play with. Yes, you do. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at this beast of a thing. I know that's what we've all been waiting for since I started this, and holy crap, that is a heck of a payoff. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. Of course, the Zaku can sort of try to look down the barrel a little bit. Can't really get it too much closer than it is right now, but that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I think these two, while the Zaku doesn't have as much detail on it, just because it inherently doesn't, these two go together. That is just what they're there for. You know, and then you can bring in his buddy over here, bring in the Black TriStar, and he will just ogle it like, oh my goodness. This is the biggest gun I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my goodness. So, there we have it. There is the ZAKU II MS-06 with the big friggin' gun. It is finally done, guys. It has taken me the better part of a week to get it all totally done. The ZAKU itself, you know, was a surprising amount of work. But with this level of detail, this is just crazy. You know, this is an old HG kit, guys. This is years old. It has been re-released to come out with new colors, and it is absolutely just beastly. This is going to be fun in my collection, and when I get it fully set up, it's going to be really fun, because much like in the actual show and in the manga, this thing will be used for long range. So where my Thunderbolt Gundam will be set up in my display cases, this guy will get his own display case across the room pointed at it. Maybe even add maybe a little laser pointer in here just for fun. But this is just a wonderful kit. If you see this, it is definitely worth the price. Get it, build it, have a lot of fun with it, because this is a really cool version of the Zaku, and this is one of the best accessories ever made for a frickin' HG kit or any Gundam kit. So that's enough about this, guys, and I will see you on the next review, and just remember, keep on building.